What's going on? This is Cyrus Igono here at the Zoo Studios in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm the owner of Yatton Records and a brand called Celebrity Bakery. You've seen it, you heard it, it's cool, it's the best, whatever it may be. So today I'm going to tell you guys about a little theory I have. I'm doing this in an effort to start a discussion because I have not seen this theory fail, and if there is a better way or a better way of thinking about it or approaching it, let me know, because this is what I do for a living, so I'd love to hear you. The topic of today is how and when people become famous. Okay, I believe there's a tipping point. In this realm today, we're going to talk specifically about the music business, and I want to get your opinion on it. So I've actually kind of thought about it this morning, and I created a little formula, and I wanted to break it down for you guys. All right, so we have a studio, so if you hear other people, other music, don't be distracted. But before I get into it, I'm going to talk to you guys about who I am. All right, my name is Cyrus Igono. I am the owner here. Like I told you, I run this business. Why do I have the authority to talk to you? All right. First, I want to give you a question to think about before I get into who I am and why you should listen. One, if I told you, meet me at the Statue of Liberty, at the front of the Statue of Liberty tomorrow at 9 a.m. wearing all pink, and I'd give you $1 million, 3 out of 10 people would do it. Okay? Why do I say that? A lot of people listen to very stupid theories and very stupid ideas. Especially as Americans, we're brainwashed to believe a lot of things that really aren't true. All right? I say that to say that if you're going to listen to someone who's actually done it. So if I do tell you to show up at the Statue of Liberty wearing all pink, you should do it because I've had success before. So listen to what I'm saying, have questions and ask questions if you don't agree, and let's figure it out together so we can become better at what we do, all right? And why you should listen is because I've done it before, okay? Gabriel Morales, Jay Slug, we're working with Just Ivy, we're working with the Sound Killers, we work with people who are at the top level of the music business, and we have contributed to their success. We've seen it, we've helped them grow. We have the knowledge, the strategy, and the execution plans to make that happen. All right? So now it's not a fluke. It's not me up here telling you these things not knowing. I've thought, I've experienced, and I've executed. So let's go over this, all right? The pursuit of fame, there is a mountain. Okay? There is a mountain, and you have 5 tools to get over the hump to the other side. All right? So let me break down. Let me do an actual diagram for you here. Okay? This is where you are at, and you need tools to get over this mountain, to get over the 2 good F's, fame and fortune. Okay? So money, happiness, everything you wanted to do is all over here on this side. On this side over here, the side where you're at right now, it's the bad F's. It's frustration and futility. You're sad. This is where a lot of you are at. You're on frustration and futility. Then you have 5 tools that you need to get over this hump, okay? This hump right here, this epicenter, is $150,000. Why am I using a monetary figure for a concept of fortune and fame that does not have a price on it? I'm doing that because if you get an artist to come to your city or your town, you're actually going to pay them a fee. If somebody's going to be on TV, movies, whatever, there is a monetary value that's put on it. So in becoming a normal person and transcending to the celebrity or fame life, the value that I've seen most commonly as the tipping point is $150,000. Okay? So that's where that number comes from. And you need 5 tools to get up to 150,000, or you'll be able to see the way that I break that down. All right? The first tool that you can use to get up to 150,000 in worth, all right, is time. Time. I'm gonna put a little clock there. Time. All right. Time. All right. So 10,000 hours is what I'm speaking about specifically. So over time, the history of the business, there's a theory in science, or motivations comes from Malcolm Gladwell, I believe. It's 10,000 hours it takes to become the top 5% in your field. So when we look at great people, Michael Jackson, etc., these people have been doing things from little kids, and they've actually done so many reps at something to where they're just so laser good at what they do. All right. So maybe you've been singing since you were 4 years old. Maybe you went to church. Maybe your parent was a concert pianist, and you learned a specific way from a very, very young age where you're just ahead of everybody else. Until this past couple weekends ago, Ronda Rousey, she always told people she's fighting since she was a little girl. Her mom would come and try to, take her down in the kitchen as a kid, and she would fight back. So she had hours ahead of everybody else. The real life example of this I'm going to give you is Macklemore. Macklemore literally has a song called 10,000 Hours, which he basically says, hey, I've been doing this for so long that I am gonna be the best at this. All right. So the scientific thing that you can reference is it's called the Law of Compensation by Emerson. Emerson's Law of Compensation. So you can actually work at something so long that you can place a monetary value on what you do. So hey, I've been doing this for 13 years. If I've been doing this for 13 years, let's just say that's worth to me $60,000. Okay, it's worth $60,000 because of the time and the effort that I've spent in. And remember, you need to get these 5 tools. They need to equate over $150,000 for you to get to the side of fortune and fame. All right. So the second tool I'm going to talk about is connections. All right, connections. You could know the right people. Okay. Let me just put 2 people here because they're homies. You can know the right people. And I'm going to tell you my own specific story about this. Me, I'm a kid from Phoenix, Arizona. This is not Los Angeles. This is not New York City. It's not Miami. I went to a high school and I had a friend. At the time, I didn't know he was financially well off. When I wanted to start a business, I sent out a mass text message to my friends. He responded to me, okay? And he ended up loaning me $300,000. Was I a great person and he wanted to loan me the money? No. Did I have the value and I'm just so great and everybody knows me, he wanted to loan me the money? No. It was simply I was lucky and I had the connection to someone. I had a connection, okay? That connection of you knowing people in your life, there's an actual monetary value to that. The second example I'm going to give you is I know a guy, he lives in Las Vegas and he's friends with Floyd Mayweather. His business is, one of the things that he does to make money is he introduces business owners to Floyd Mayweather and his camp, okay? What he does is he negotiates a fee upon contact with Floyd Mayweather's officials, all right? So, hey, I'm going to introduce you to Floyd Mayweather. The second you talk to his camp in this escrow account, I'm getting paid $50,000. So is there a monetary value in having connections? I'm going to tell you the answer is yes. All right. So maybe that can be whatever, $100,000 a year or an asset or whatever it may be. because you have the right connections, all right? So that is the second tool that you can use to get over the hump. So you can have a friend help you get over the hump. That is worth actual dollars, all right? The third thing is talent, all right? And this is not exclusive to you getting over the hump. You have to have talent in addition to one of these other tools. You can't just, I'm gonna use a big T. You can't just say, oh, my music is great, I'm gonna get over the hump to become fame and get the fortune. You can't do that. You have to have talent, and you have to have one of these other tools that I'm gonna speak of, all right? So the reason why talent is one of the tools is because sometimes really there is something that comes along that the world has never seen before, all right? Michael Jackson, Prince, Bob Marley, these people have changed the world, and there is no replacement for them. So maybe with what you're doing, there's no replacement for you. There is a monetary value on that, but I would say that that's probably one of the lowest things in a totem pole, because everyone's unique. Everyone is unique. So that's probably the lowest, maybe there's a $5,000 a tag on talent, because there's people out there who are famous for being bad or being so bad. I'm going to use the term bad in subjectiveness, where there's people like Little B, where a lot of people think he's not good at what he does, but he has huge, massive following because he has one of these other things that I'll speak of in the future here in this video that equates over the fame, fortune, $150,000 worth mark, okay? All right, the fourth tool you need to get over this hump to fame and fortune is a database, all right? So I have here database listed at, it could go up to 100,000. All right, the value of the database is everything. So what I was talking about earlier about Little B is somebody who does things contrary to everybody else in the music business, especially in the urban world, in the urban music area. So he messes up on tracks and puts them out with errors. He wears women's clothes. The list goes on. It's different than everybody else. But so many people follow him. If he were to go to an organization, he could sell the information of followers, emails, viewers, etc. he can garner. So having a database is important, all right? Think of it like if you go to a party and no one's at the party, would you stay at that party? No, you wouldn't. If you went to that party and there was a lot of people that you liked or you wanted to meet, potentially, you would stay there. That's what having the database is to your career. So if you have $150,000 worth of people, that's something of value that can get you over this hump to this side of the equation. So, a lot of you guys message us and we're like, hey, well, you have 800 followers. That's not at the top 5% of the field. What do you think you're going to get over to this side? You're basically coming to us and asking for a handout. It's not going to work. So with this database, the fourth tool you can use to get over the hump, you need to build that. So some ways that you can build that is by using other platforms that maybe aren't as popular as the major social networks out. Vine, creating YouTube content, etc. You need to get your database over and up to the top 5 percentile in the industry, or no one's going to want to work with you, okay? So the fifth thing is actual money. And of course, that's a dollar sign, all right? So some people are lucky, right? Some people are lucky, and also conversely, on the other side of that, some people earn it, all right? So when I'm talking about this fifth tool, it's kind of unfair, all right? Let's think about people who can use this fifth tool to get over the $150,000 marker. And when I say get over the $150,000 marker, I mean it that you can just pay your way into the place you want to be in the music business. Okay, if you have the finances, you can just go directly to On Tour tomorrow. You can pay on. You can skip all the steps. You can not have a website. You can never make a music in your life, and you can go exactly to the highest level by just paying in. And some people who you would never think are platinum selling artists are Shaq, Kobe, Tony Parker, Kim Kardashian, Hilary Duff, etc. All these people are not really known as musicians, but they have the money to put behind their craft, and they have these other things like database, etc., where they're immediately going to the top. So if you're a Hilton, or if your parents are multi-millionaires, it's very easy for you to go to the top of the music business by just simply paying in. The flip side of the fifth tool of money is earning. So maybe you're a band, you go on tour, and you sell so much merchandise, over the course of a year, you sell $100,000 of merchandise. We had a band, the Darlings, they went on tour, did over 100 shows in a year. Let's say they sell a ton of merchandise. Well, that is viable to a business that would want to give you a record deal or partner with you on something. You've shown you can bring in $100,000 over the course of a calendar year. Well, what if you're a band for 10 years? That's $1 million. So that is viable, and if you're doing that on your own, well, what if the corporation, the label, or whoever it may be, gave you $3 million? You could really blow those numbers up to something big. So you need these 5 tools. These 5 tools need to equate or be more than a value of $150,000 in the startup world. When you take the value of an asset, you do a 6 times multiple to get the value of that business. So if you have $150,000 worth in your asset and you multiply that by 6, that's close to $1 million. So somebody who is in the business world, an A&R, an executive, etc., they can see what you're doing and say, okay, this has true value. This isn't just somebody I can pass over. This is something I need to look at. So, having said that, that's what you need to do. I would also urge you guys to hit me up. Tell me what you think about this concept. Tell me what you think about the idea. Tell me if you think it's good, makes sense, smart. If it's not, or if it's stupid, whatever, let me know. And yeah, I'd love to look at what you're doing and give you my feedback. Before I leave though, I'm going to give you a 6th one, a bonus, and that is chance. Okay? So, chance is when preparation meets opportunity. I say the word chance instead of luck because luck, I don't like the connotation of the word that comes with luck. So there's people who probably have this worth of over $150,000 of their career, of their asset that they're building, but they still don't have success. And chance is something that there is no value on, but it happens to some people and it happens to not. So if some people mistakenly or suddenly tragically die. Some people also get lucky. They're in an elevator and they have these tools and they meet a Jay-Z or they meet a record executive and they get the chance. So chance is the 6th thing, and what you can do to make chance be on your side is to make sure that you focus on these 5 tools and master these 5 tools and get all of the highest values of these 5 tools so that you can use them in your own career and have chance be on your own side. All right? Again, my name is Cyrus Igono. You can check me out at cyrusigono.com. Also, you can work with me at Celebrity Bakery. I can help you get to where you're trying to go to. I can also get the people involved in your career that are going to get you to that next level. So check us out. Contact us today. Talk to you soon.